Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Chinese inspired chicken dish that you can actually eat with boiled rice or noodles, and it's really tasty. I think it's best to eat it with boiled rice. It complements it best. So what I have here, let's begin. First of all, in here I've already chopped in one large onion, one garlic, which is about 10 cloves in there, and this size ginger. As you know, I grate the garlic and the ginger and I slice the onion, and I've added it to my pan with 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. So I heated it all up. As you can see, my mixture is gone quite brown. I wouldn't have it this brown, but I mean, it's okay. I just overcooked it a little bit today. So to this mixture, actually, let me turn it on. Right, we've got it on high heat, and to this mixture we're going to add, I have 1 kilo of leg and thigh boneless meat. So I got the butcher to give me 1 kg of leg and thigh meat, which I told him to take the meat off the bone, the chicken off the bone, which he did for me, and have it in small pieces like this. So I'll just show you. So he did little pieces for me like this, and that's like boneless meat. So we washed it, and we're just going to add it to our onions, like so. So make sure you drain it properly, drain the water out, and wash your hands thoroughly afterwards as well. So you shouldn't really, when you touch chicken, just make sure to wash your hands. Okay, so we're going to cook this for about 10 minutes. We're going to cook this for about 10 minutes. It's a lot of chicken here, until it starts to turn white. This is quite a lot of chicken, 1 kilo boneless chicken. You can also use chicken breast for this, 1 kg, but I find that leg and thigh chicken meat is very soft and tender and very tasty. It's got a lot of flavour in it. So I always ask my butcher to give me leg and thigh meat and then make it boneless. And with the bones, you can keep the bones as well of this, and what I usually do is make soup. So in my next video, couple of next videos, I will be showing you how to make chicken soup with the bones. So just keep mixing it. If you are a smaller family, you can use about 500-600 grams of this, half a kilo. Right, we're just going to wait for that to cook. So you can see the chicken turn white slightly there. See, so it just needs to turn completely white and cook properly. Make sure to cook chicken properly. It's on high heat at the moment, full heat. When you add the onion, garlic and ginger to your food, you don't really need to add many spices, because garlic, ginger and onion in itself is very flavoursome for any dish. It gives a good flavour, so you need less spices. don't be afraid to experiment with spices, because I've noticed that a lot of my good meals have come from experimenting. So you never know, you can make some really nice food if you experiment with spices and herbs. Right, you can see that's turning white now, but it's still raw, so we're going to keep going. Now chicken, actually the onion and the chicken will release a lot of water, so you can see that water from the onion and the chicken. Don't worry about that, it will dry up as we cook it further. Right, as you can see, the chicken is nearly ready, because as I put my spoon into one piece, it's halving quite easily. Well, not quite easily, but I mean it is halving. So the small pieces, yeah, so it's getting there. We're just going to keep going for 5 more minutes, and then we're going to add our spices, salt and spices. If you don't want to stand over it, what you can do is you can turn the heat right down to low and simmer it for 5 more minutes or 10 minutes until the chicken is completely tender and cooked. Or you can cook it like me on high heat, but you have to stand here and just wait. Okay, I'll give it a few more minutes. Stage when it's looking like this, and it's quite soft when you take a large piece and cut through, it is cooked almost there. Right, so now we're going to add our spices. So here I have half a teaspoon of salt, a quarter of a teaspoon of ground black pepper, a quarter of a teaspoon of dry mint, and a quarter of a teaspoon of red chili powder. So we're going to add these. Give it a little mix. Add a tiny bit of flavour and salt. Okay. Right, now we're going to add 1 tablespoon of tomato ketchup. So here's our ketchup. This is our secret ingredient. It's 1 large tablespoon of tomato ketchup. And mix that about. Okay, looking quite good. don't have to add soy sauce, but I like to add a little bit. So I'm going to add a teaspoon of soy sauce. Soy sauce is quite salty, so I'm not going to add too much, just 1 teaspoon. There we go, going in, of dark soy sauce. And we're going to add a little bit of lemon or lime. I have lime today, so just like a little squirt of lime juice, fresh lime juice. There we go. Just a little squirt. Gosh, I can really smell that. It smells so good. Right. You've always got to taste your food as you go along. So I'm going to have a little taste. Be careful, it's hot. That's very nice. Maybe a tiny bit of salt, but I will check it afterwards, that's fine. Always taste your food as you go along, if you want it to be flavoursome. Obviously don't try to put too much salt in, salt isn't good for you. Right, so now what we need to do is we need to thicken this sauce. So we're going to add 1 tablespoon of flour or corn flour. I would add 1 tablespoon of corn flour mixed in a glass of water and then poured into this. But I have at the moment just self-raising flour actually. I'm not sure if that's going to work, but we're going to try. So we're going to add 1 tablespoon of plain flour. We'll pretend it's plain flour. That's what you need. And we're going to mix that in so that it cooks a little bit. Ideally you would be adding corn flour. 1 tablespoon of corn flour in 1 glass of water, mix it and then add it to this. See, as you can see, the sauce has thickened up quite a lot. There. Oh, that looks nice. Okay. It's thickened up really, really nicely. Give it a little cook. Wow, that's come together quite good. See, that sauce has really thickened up. Now it needs some water in it. So we're going to add 1 glass of water, but add a little at a time and mix. And another little bit and mix. Okay, and the rest. Right, that's perfect. If you add more than 1 glass to this, if your sauce doesn't seem too thin, then you're going to have to up your spices again, so you'll need to add more salt and pepper. So 1 glass I think is enough. That gives, look, if you can see, that gives a good sauce for your rice. Perfect for putting on a bowl of rice, this is. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to turn it right down to low heat, very low heat. There we go, as you can see, it's very low. And we're going to cook this for about 10 minutes because we need the flour, the corn flour, to cook properly. So about 10 minutes, 15 minutes on very low heat will be fine. After about 5 minutes, every 5 minutes, just keep coming back to it to check it. And if the water has dried out, you can add a little bit more water. So we'll be right back. Oh no. Okay, hi guys. So we're just going to check on our chicken. It's been about 15 minutes. So it looks good. And yes. Make sure you check the pieces cooked by putting, yeah, oh, that's very soft. Just put a spoon through the middle of one big piece, yeah. That's very soft and tender. Okay, so as you can see, this chicken is ready. It's perfect. You just taste the salt and you can adjust the salt and pepper. And behind here I have some boiled rice which I cooked earlier, and I will be serving it with plain boiled rice. So we're going to turn the heat off and dish up. I don't want to fill it too much, oh dear. I think I filled it too much. Needed a bit of a bigger bowl, but this is okay. Right, so that is the chicken. And now we're going to add the rice. So just dish up the rice. It's plain boiled rice. Okay, so there we go, all ready. And here we have our final dish. Chicken and rice. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I do hope you try this recipe. It's also another delicious recipe that we love in our house, so I hope you try it. Thanks for watching. Bye. Okay, hi guys. So we're just going to check on our chicken. It's been about 15 minutes. So it looks good. And yes. Make sure you check the pieces cooked by putting, yeah, oh, that's very soft. Just put a spoon through the middle of one big piece, yeah. That's very soft and tender. Okay, so as you can see, this chicken is ready. It's perfect. You just taste the salt and you can adjust the salt and pepper. And behind here I have some boiled rice which I cooked earlier, and I will be serving it with plain boiled rice. So we're going to turn the heat off and dish up. Fill it too much, oh dear. Okay. I think I filled it too much. Needed a bit of a bigger bowl, but this is okay. Right, so that is the chicken. And now we're going to add the rice. So just dish up the rice. It's plain boiled rice. Okay, so there we go, all ready. And here we have our final dish. Chicken and rice. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I do hope you try this recipe. It's also another delicious recipe that we love in our house, so I hope you try it. Thanks for watching. Bye.